Okay, so here we go. First question is by Abby. She said, "If you're able to get a cat, would you?" Um, I'm gonna answer that in the best way I can for you. If I ever got the money, or if I ever had a chance to ever get a tiger slash cat, would I ever get one? Probably just because the money together. I would probably go get a tiger. I'd probably go get a cub, but yeah, I would probably go get a. I'd probably go get a cub if the money was right. I probably would get a cub. It would just depend on. It would depend on how I felt and depend on when I'd get it. Maximilian Pegasus is another kid that we met last night. He has a couple questions here. First question is, when and how did you come up with your name? When and how did I come up with Tiger 24? I came up with Tiger 24 because for the longest time, I was an Auburn fan and I wanted something kind of simple and easy. So I came up with Auburn Tiger. I know at the same time when I came up with it, I didn't really think it would actually stick that well, and then ever since then, I've always had the name Tiger in my name, so I've just stuck with it. And the number 24 is one of my three favorite numbers, so I just put it together, and it's stuck with me ever since. So, I didn't come up with a name until I want to say about 5 years ago, and that's how Tiger 24 became Tiger 24 today. So another question is, when did you start watching and or reading Yu-Gi-Oh? I didn't start watching Yu-Gi-Oh until I think 2006 or 2007. I don't remember when Yu-Gi-Oh came out for Cartoon Network. I used to watch Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a little bit younger. I was a big fan of it growing up. I'm still a decent fan of it today, but it just it's one of those shows where when you get into it, you got to stick with it to understand it. So it's just how it is, and I don't mind Yu-Gi-Oh to this day. It's just how it is. So yeah, that's how that's how I became a big fan of Yu-Gi-Oh. What is your favorite card? I would probably say I would either say Sliver the Sky Dragon or Obelisk the Tormentor. That would probably be it. What is your favorite summoning method? I have no clue. I'll have to leave that question for later. When did you start streaming? I started streaming about a year ago. I used to stream about 2 years ago when I had an Elgato, but I haven't had an Elgato in almost 2 years. And I used to have an Elgato, used to run with some people, but I don't talk to them a lot. There's some people I've met over time that have seen me gone from streaming with my Elgato to my phone, and now with the PlayStation. And ever since then, I've been stuck with the PlayStation, and will continue with the PlayStation until I ever move to a PC, or until I move to a PC. Abby asked, "Are you ever going to do a new Minecraft realm?" Maybe. It just depends on how I feel. The last realm I have didn't work out that well, just because of a bad incident. I don't know if I'll ever do another one. I mean, I would have to think on it, and I think this time I would try my best to not get pissed off about it too much and just let y'all have fun. TomTom asked the question, asked, "Are you completely done with Fortnite finally?" I do not know. To tell you the truth, I don't know if I'm done with Fortnite. I don't know if I'm done with it at all. The reason why I say that is because ever since I've taken a break from it and I have stepped away, I want to see what the plans are for next season, and I think either next season or the season after that would probably could tell if I will either fully quit Fortnite or if I'm just gonna be one of those people where if I want to go see what they've done, I'll go check it out. If not, I'll leave it be. So to answer the question, I don't think I'm done with Fortnite. I think it's just more along the lines of Let me see what happens, and we'll go from there. I don't know if I'll ever. I don't want to say quit it forever because it just depends on what happens. But yeah, I don't know if I'm fully done with Fortnite yet. I think I'm gonna wait and see what happens next season, and then I will give my final statement on do I come back next season or do I finally say I'm done and I move on. MBS, 3 questions here. She said, have you ever speed ran before? I don't think so. When did you first start liking Rogue Energy? I first started liking Rogue Energy when I think Mr. Greed introduced it to me, because he was the one that introduced me to company. And when I ordered my first order from them, I think ever since then I've liked it and I've stuck with it. So I would have to say thank you again, Mr. Greed, for pointing me in that direction for me to check out Rogue Energy, by the way. But Abby's last question was, are you ever going to stop streaming? I do not know if I'll ever stop streaming. I think the day it would have to depend on the and I hate to use money in this respect in this area, but I think if the money was right, I would say yes, I'd probably quit. But at the same time, I don't know if I'd ever quit. I think it'd have to be more along the lines of would I ever go? I don't know. It would have to just depend on what would happen. But yeah, I don't know if I'd ever quit streaming. Dawn asks, are you ever going to come back to Fortnite? That's kind of answering both questions. It would just depend on what would happen, and it would depend on if I was interested again. Like I said, whenever TomTom asked, was I ever done with Fortnite? I don't know if I'm fully done with it. Again, that question can linger around for the next couple of months. Until y'all either get a final result from me, because at this point in time, I have no fucking clue. Andy, my bad. Abby's next question was, how did you meet Burns? I think I've said this before on stream before. I don't know if Burns has said it. I think I've said it. But, how me and Burns met is actually kind of funny. Me and him met through, I want to say, was it a Siege game? I want to say it was a Siege game that me and him met. Yeah, I think me and Burns met through a Siege game, and I think I had met him through, I want to say I had met him through, who was it I met him through for Siege? I think it was Jack that I met him through, Siege. Cause me and him had met before, but I don't think me and him ever actually clicked on being friends. And I think after that, and I think the second time I met him was when me and him actually started really hanging out and shit. But yeah, I think that's how me and Burns met. Was I met him through Siege with Jack. Don asks, "What is your dream car?" What is my dream car? I don't know if I've ever said it in chat before, but I think I've said that my dream car would have to either be probably either a Lamborghini or a Ferrari. One of those two would have to be it. Her next question was, are you ever going to get your own house? Maybe. Right now I am waiting to see how other shit's gonna roll. But I am planning on, I think my process is, I think I'm looking for an apartment right now to probably go move in by myself to get some stuff organized. That's my first thought process, but yes, I will be down the line trying to get my own place soon. I just don't know when that's gonna happen. It would just depend on how it is. Tiger, look what Abby said in Discord. Community. Yeah, I know. She flipped me off because I timed her out. But yeah, it would just depend on. I think it would depend on the money and depend on what was going to go on in the next couple of. I want to say the next couple of years. to see what would happen. But yes, Abby, that's the plans. I will be looking to getting me my own place whenever I get the chance. Tiger, would you ever attempt a speed run Minecraft ever? Would I ever attempt it? Maybe. It would just depend on how I felt, and I would probably be down for it. But I mean, I don't know, Mr. Reed. It would just depend on what would have to happen, and depend on what would be interesting to do it.